Hi, I'm Naomi from the Academy of Fitness. I'm now going to take you through an exercise program for a 16-year-old female. It is a hypertrophy training program using a combination of free weights and body weights. She has previously been screened as a low-risk client. Okay, Jessie, we're just going to do a warm-up for between 5 to 10 minutes. So what I'll get you to do is just place your hands on the bike for me, start pedaling. What we need to have happen during the warm-up is we need to start you at about 40% of your maximal heart rate. So it's sort of about a 4 out of 10. What I'd like you to then do is to increase your intensity as you do this warm-up, and we'd like to see you get up to about 70% of your maximal heart rate. So I'll get you to just get a little bit faster, and we're just going to do this gradually. The reason we're doing this is because it promotes blood flow throughout the body. The body now understands that we're about to do exercise, so it starts redirecting the blood from, say, our visceral organs out to the periphery. So it's going to send it out to your arms and to your legs, and your brain's getting the message now that we're about to do some exercise. So it's all about preparation. So you'll notice that your heart rate will start to go up. You'll also notice that your breathing will increase and your body temperature will go up. By the end of the warm-up, we need you to be at your exercise heart rate. That's really important. If your heart rate isn't at that 70%, you're at an increased risk for injury. So we've got to ensure that you're adequately warmed up. Okay, now that your heart rate is up to 70%, we're going to try and maintain this for the next 5 minutes. Okay, Jessie, just a couple of cues before you start all of your exercises, and I'll get you to do these with each exercise. And what that just does is it puts you into the right position, and it helps with your safety and making sure that you're not going to injure yourself. So we try and keep our chin in. We want to relax our shoulders and have them pulled back. We should be bracing our abdomen, and we want to go for a neutral spine. So we shouldn't be arching through our lower back or slouched over. The first exercise we're going to go through is a bodyweight squat. So your feet should be about shoulder width apart. When you go down into the squat, I want you to think like there is a chair behind you and you're going to sit back onto that chair. We're going to try and keep the weight back on our heels, and our knees are going to track directly over our toes. For comfort, I often just put my hands out in front of me, and I'm going to try and go down as low as I can while I maintain my technique, and so long as it doesn't hurt. If at any time you can't maintain your technique or it does begin to hurt, I'll get you to come back up again. So I'm just going to demonstrate one for you. So pretending like I'm sitting on a chair, going down as far as I can, and then coming straight back up again. Okay, I'll get you to have a try. Beautiful. Okay, get you to shift your weight a little bit further back for me, remembering to drive through your heels. In terms of spotting, Jessie, I'm just going to make sure that your technique is correct. So what I'll do is I'll just move around you and just make sure that you're not going to injure yourself. The areas we're working at the moment are your glutes, your quadriceps, your hamstrings and your calves. How does that feel for you? There's no pain in your hips, knees or ankles? Nope. Excellent. All right. So what you're going to do in your program is you'll do 10 repetitions. Yeah. And you should be at an intensity of about 80% at the end of each set. So 10 reps, 80% intensity. Does that all make sense? Yep. Excellent. All right. With the next exercise, we're going to do a lunge, which is sometimes called a split squat. So we start in the same sort of position again to get yourself into the right position. So just start with your feet shoulder width apart, and then what you do is just take 1 foot forward. Make sure that you've got, excellent, you're up on your back toe. Try and keep the weight in your front heel. And we go down into what I call the proposal position. So you literally go down onto one knee. I'll get you to do that, lovely. And then you're going to push yourself straight back up. Now you can hold your hands in front, hands out in front of you, or hands on your hips, whatever is the most comfortable for you. So we're just going to go back down again. Just gently tap your knee to the floor and then drive back up. Brace your abdomen, shoulders back and down, chin in, and relax, have that neutral spine. Now again, what we're working is we're working our quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes and calves. So just keep going. I'm just going to make sure that your technique is okay. Just move around you again. Excellent. No pain in your ankles, knees or hips? Nope. Perfect. So what we'll do is you do 10 on your right side. I'll get you to change legs for me. Excellent. So same thing again. Your knees are going to about 90 degrees. Fantastic. Again, remembering we're looking for an intensity of about 80% at the end of each set. Great. Wonderful. Okay. The next exercise we're going to do is the bent over row. So I've got the barbell for you to use here. So what we want, again, is feet about shoulder width apart. Try and have soft knees, so we're not locking our legs. Where you hold the bar is up to you, so it's going to be where it's comfortable for you. We're going to brace the abdomen, pull our shoulders back, our chest up, and we're going to bend forward from the hip. So a slight bend in the knee, and then from here we are literally going to row. So we're going to pull that up to our chest. Make sure your tummy is tight and you're not arching your lower back. And as you bring your arms up, just pull your elbows behind you, okay? Excellent. Make sure that your abdomen is braced. Squeeze through your back there. Now we're working the muscles all through between the scapula here. So we're working muscles like your lats, your rhomboids, and what that'll do is it'll give you some nice definition to your back. No pain in your shoulders or your elbows?
Nope.
Okay, 10 repetitions and we're going for an intensity of about 80% again. So an 8 out of 10. Perfect, that looks really good. Great work. Thank you. Okay, the next exercise is a variation of the row. This one though is called an upright row. What you need to do is you need to bring your hands in close together and you're going to bring your hands directly under your chin. So as with all the other exercises, feet about shoulder width apart, try and keep your knees soft, brace your abdomen, pull your shoulders back and bring your hands up below your chin. So your elbows are coming up sort of beside your ears and then back down to your starting position. Get you to have a try. Tell me if the weight's okay.
Yeah, so just there?
Yeah, from there and then bring that up directly under your chin. Beautiful. So what we're working on here is up through the upper shoulder, through the shoulders and the upper back.
Yeah.
You'll also get some work in your biceps. And again, 10 repetitions. We're looking for an intensity of 80%. Make sure you brace your abdomen, always pull your shoulders back and try and keep a neutral spine. That looks brilliant. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. The next exercise we're going to have a look at is the tricep extension. All right. From this position, we've got the dumbbell just resting behind our head here, and we are literally going to bring that up over the top of our head. So lower that down your back, almost like you're using the dumbbell to scratch your back, and then bring that straight up. Okay, we're working the back of the arms now. So I'll get you to have a try of that exercise. Beautiful. Try and keep your elbows in close. Excellent. That's really good, Jessie. Okay, brace your abdomen. Keep your chin in. Again, try not to arch through your back, so keep a neutral spine. 10 repetitions and about an 8 out of 10 in intensity.
Okay.
That's excellent. All right. Just be mindful when you're bringing the weight down that you've got, well, first of all, you've got a good grip on the weight so you don't drop it on your head.
Yeah.
But then when you bring it down, if you could just place that down on the floor rather than drop that, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The next exercise we'll take a look at is a push-up. Now, in terms of doing the push-up, you can do a number of intensities. To begin with, what we'll do is just on our knees and we'll see how you go, and then we can vary the intensity if we need to. Okay, so just jump down on the ground with me. Okay, so at on our knees, taking our hands just a little bit wider than our shoulders, but you just need to bring your hands back a little bit so it's at chest height. Now you've got to think about your back being like a plank. So pull your tummy in tight. Now I want you to set your shoulders, so perfect, pull them back. Now from here, we are literally going to lower ourselves down in a plank position. So straight down to the ground and then come straight back up again. I want you to try and look here at the point there, almost like you're making a triangle with your hands and your face. Okay, so all the way down Beautiful, and come straight back up again. Keep going. I'm just going to check your posture. All right, what I'm going to get you to do is try and tuck your hips under. Beautiful. Could you feel that?
Yeah.
And what that did is it just took the scoop out of your lower back.
Okay.
So we'll go again. Great. Try and go as far down to the ground as possible. We're doing 8 repetitions at 80% intensity, and we're going for 3 sets again. Wonderful, Jessie, that's really, really good. Okay, Jessie, we're going to do the crunch now. What I need you to make sure is that your back is flat against the ground, so we don't want any arching through your back. The best way to do that is to lift your feet up off the ground. In terms of your hand position, it's whatever feels comfortable for you. So you can do hands across your chest or hands out in front, so I'll let you decide. So pop your feet up and we'll have a try at a few of these. You're only going to come up a short way. As soon as you can feel your abs engage, you can come back down again. Breathe out on the way up. And we're working our 6-pack muscle here, so our rectus abdominis. Okay, we'll be doing 3 sets of 10, again, trying to hit that 80% intensity. All right, how did that feel?
Good.
That's all right? Yep. Excellent. Okay, just get you to sit up for me. All right, so with your program, remembering what we're trying to achieve here is hypertrophy. So it's about gaining some muscle mass. The intensity we want to achieve with each set is that 80% intensity. We need you to do 3 sets and 10 repetitions. If at the end of your 10 repetitions you don't feel like that 80%, the weight that you were using was making that 80% intensity, what I'll get you to do is to put your weight up a little bit on whatever piece of equipment you're using. You should leave about 60 seconds rest in between each set so that you don't injure yourself. Okay. Ideally, what we'd like you to be doing is your training program, your resistance training program, 2 times a week, because that meets the Australian National Physical Activity Guidelines. Do you have any questions about any of the exercises I've shown you today, or any concerns?
No, all good.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you.
Just to help you adhere to your program, what you need to make sure you do is that you really gradually overload the intensity. So as it starts to get a little bit easier, just remember, add a little bit more weight each time, making sure that you have those frequent rest days. So allowing, 24, 48 hours rest between your resistance sessions, so space them out over the course of the week. Always start slowly and then have those small changes frequently. What I just need to find out from you is just get a little bit of feedback. So I just need to know, did you enjoy the program?
Yeah, I loved it.
Excellent. Wonderful. Do you feel that the program caters to the objectives and the aims that you outlined to me at the beginning?
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. Is there anything that you would like me to adjust in your program?
I really like the treadmill, so maybe if we did, a little bit longer on there.
Wonderful, excellent. All right, so what I'll do is I'll add another, would you like another 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Wonderful, so I'll add another 10 minutes to the treadmill, and that would be wonderful. Okay. Remember with your program, when you first come in, make sure that you do your warm-up. So we need 5 to 10 minutes, and you are gradually increasing your intensity to bring it up to that exercise heart rate. You go through and do all of your resistance exercises, 80% intensity, 3 sets of 10 repetitions, having that 60 seconds rest between each of those sets. When you go on and do your cardio program, we're now going to do the treadmill for 25 minutes instead of the 15 minutes. We're going for a heart rate of about 70%, and that's a moderate intensity on the treadmill. The same with the bike, so that's 70% of your maximal heart rate, which is about a moderate intensity, and we're trying to achieve 15 minutes there. When you're doing your jogging or you're walking at home, we've got an intensity of 70 to 90%. So you're going to go between a jog and a run or a walk and a run. Again, that's a moderate now to a vigorous intensity, and you're trying to achieve 30 minutes there. To meet the Australian National Guidelines for Physical Activity, what we'd like to see you do is 3 times a week coming in and doing your cardio training, and then twice a week at home doing that jogging or walking. Does that all make sense to you?
Yep, 100%.
Excellent. Thanks, Jessie.
Great, thank you.